I don't know. I think we're built for community. Like, I think
Mhm.
that's how God designed it or whatever. Because
Mhm.
I feel like
Mhm.
I thrive more or I learn a lot when I'm around other, like-minded women in
Mhm.
a
Mhm.
sense, and I hope I'm answering your question because I forgot the second part of it, but I remember the first part where it started.
Mm. Oh, how has it influenced your own journey?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that that bonding in junior high, I guess you can say, has really like, it's just something that I have always kept. It's something that I need or whatever. When I didn't
Mhm.
have it, because I there was a point in time in high school where I stopped playing sports, and so that bond wasn't there or whatever, so it just felt,
Mhm.
like, weird, but I've created another sisterhood outside of
Mhm.
that, and so
Mhm.
I think that's just always been something for me personally that, "Oh, I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need my friends." Even when, you know, younger, when you're dating and,
Mhm.
you're not feeling a guy or your friend isn't feeling a guy, whatever. I had guys that, "Oh, you don't need to be friends with this person. You don't need to be." Who? You can't tell me who I can be friends with and who I can't be friends with.
Right?
Like, it was always sisterhood over the guy, like every time. Like every time. Like I was so adamant about that. Like, you're not gonna tell me who I can be friends with. You're not gonna separate me from my friends or anything like that. So that's always just sisterhood's just always been a thing. Like it's just I don't know, it's just always been a thing that I needed, like for me, just how it makes me feel and how I thrive. Like I always feel refreshed and refilled after just either talking on the phone with you or hanging out with my girls. Like it's a vibe.
Mhm.
Like, so I
Mhm.
hope I answered that
Mhm.
question. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah. I would say like I'm pretty much the same. Like
Mhm.
my sisterhood started because I'm what 3 years older than Denicia. And
Okay,
that's my
yeah.
middle sister. So I'm about 3 years older than her. So sisterhood for me really started with my cousins. And it kind of led into my younger sisters
Let me
or
interrupt
whatever.
you real quick. Let me interrupt you.
Mhm.
Y'all, Yanni family, when I say a tribe of women, I mean her family is big. When I say and when she say cousins, these ain't no 5, 3 cousin 3 or 4. Like these are first cousins and they are a tribe. I mean, I love seeing their unity in them, like just a powerful woman. That's why I want to have a
Yeah.
lot of kids. If I'm being honest, seeing your family, the McGowan
And see,
and
that's
the
where
Gray,
I'm getting at. Yeah,
baby.
that's where I'm getting at because we've always like even though we may fight and argue, like
Yeah,
it's always been night. We ain't cousins, we sisters. Like
yeah,
that's how
yeah,
it's always been. But my grandmother has what 4 girls? Four, one, two, three. Yeah, 4 girls, and they've always been close.
yeah,
Like and so that's just something. Just seeing that growing up taught me what it was like to be a sister and a
mhm,
friend.
yeah,
Um, and
yeah,
so I think that's where a lot of when I say taking what I learned as a woman and bringing that into womanhood, I mean what I learned as a girl, bringing it into womanhood. That's what I'm saying right there. Like these
okay,
women taught me a lot. Like that, it wasn't just being independent. Like they taught you what solidarity was. Like
mm,
I'm sticking with you. Like I'm not
yeah,
switching up on you. Like
yeah,
that's not what I do. If I have an issue, let's address it. Type of
right,
situation. We've always been that type of family. So I feel like that's where a lot of my influence comes from.
yeah,
It's from just growing up with these women. My grandmother, the stuff that she instilled in us as
yeah,
kids, my mom, her sisters,
yeah,
like that's a deep bond that for sure can't be broken right there,
girl, listen,
So
listen,
and then just bringing that, and I feel like you were saying, like in school, I I feel like in elementary school I had friends that I never really fought with females until I got into high school.
yeah, yeah.
And
When
that
I
wasn't
started
even really
dating,
fight.
when I started
And
dating, that's
shit,
when
I
I
wasn't even
started
doing
fighting.
that. I wasn't even doing that. I was just it was just like I have no like. I don't argue. I don't like to argue with people. Like the only reason why
Yeah.
I'm gonna argue with you is because you didn't push me to the limit to argue with you. Like any other
Yeah.
time, I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Wasting
Yeah.
my energy. But it's just like so. Elementary school, we went into middle school. I had same group of friends. High school is where I probably met my long term friends. That was like the
Mhm.
friends that we still talk nowadays. But then womanhood. Like you meet friends when you enter into womanhood. For example, our
Yeah.
friendship
Yeah.
is a great example of that. We didn't grow up together.
Yeah.
It honestly flourished as women,
Right.
but
Right.
I feel like every season brings a new set of people. But it's very
Mhm.
important to understand what these people are here for. Are they here for a season?
Baby. Yes.